One of the best coaches in the world, Scott Hamilton, has a tour player release drill that I absolutely love. No one's immune to working on that stuff in their game, unfortunately. So just because you see a tour player doing a drill doesn't mean it's a viable drill to do.
But just because they're doing it doesn't even mean it's the right drill for them. What you're gonna do is make little half swings, letting the club cock up, cock down, and kind of swing. I'm not trying to hold the hands low. I'm not trying to flip it over. I'm just trying to let the club uncock. So figured out the fishing pole. It was like a light bulb went off for me.
If you don't have a tour-like release, and you want a tour-like release, do tour player things. Even the best players in the world aren't immune from doing drills that will ultimately make them play not so good, right? We've had, or I should say, we've never talked to a tour pro or worked with one where they haven't said, man, I wish I wouldn't have spent 6 months doing that drill. It really set me back. So just because you see a tour player doing a drill doesn't mean it's a viable drill to do.
But just because they're doing it doesn't even mean it's the right drill for them.
That's exactly right. Like no one's immune to working on that stuff in their game, unfortunately. I wish that was the case.
Like, oh, a tour player's doing it, must be great. Yeah.
One of the best coaches in the world, our good buddy, is a mentor to both of us, Scott Hamilton, has a tour player release drill that I absolutely love. And this is one of those drills that jives perfectly with the 3D data of what great players actually do in their swings. And that's when you do a drill that teaches you to do the opposite of what good players do, that's a red flag. This drill is the opposite of that. It teaches you to do exactly what happens with great players.
Yeah, I actually fixed my release with this drill. I can remember it being in the warehouse with him and being like, Scott, do you think this will help me? He's like, yeah, just feel like it, uncocks and goes here, and then I'll be damned, it fixed my release.
Okay, so walk us through it then.
So I like this one a lot. It's a lead hand only swing, and you get a lot of benefit from when you grip the club in one hand, especially the lead hand here, because it gets heavy.
It's so difficult to manipulate. It
almost gets twice as heavy if you thought about it, right?
Yeah.
Because you got two hands, you got one hand.
I like your math there.
Not bad. So first of all, it's got to be, have some leverage in the grip. So make sure it's, in the base of the fingers here and under the heel pad a little bit. So you got some leverage. And then I like to do it with my hand here, just to get my hand out of the way. And what you're going to do is make little half swings, letting the club cock up, cock down, and kind of swing. And if you do it, you'll feel right away the club will get heavy and inside if you do it wrong. So you pitch it up on plane. And then coming through, as I straighten the lead side of my body out, I'm letting these angles out of my wrist. I'm not trying to hold the hands low. I'm not trying to flip it over. I'm just trying to let the club uncock. And the cool part about this drill is the weight of the club will swing, and you'll get that beautiful exit. Like if I was going to do this drill, I'd swing it to like chest high and chest high. And then I started putting my other hand on it. This drill literally transformed my golf swing. It's when I also figured out the fishing pole. It was like a light bulb went off for me.
So when we have golfers, when we explain this to golfers in lessons, they try it for the first time. Almost without exception, there's going to be this kind of movement with the lead arm.
Well, this is why I added this piece in.
So it's going to be here, and it's going to be to get the left exit. So it's like pull the handle across, which leaves the face wide open. The club's usually a foot off the ground, and then they think this is that left exit. If Shaun will do one where he's kind of facing that way towards the camera, you're going to see this hands are still on the trail side of the body, and the club lines up and swivels with it out here, not back here.
This is when I figured out for my own game and then my students and our students how to get the left exit the right way, how to get the lowish kind of rib cage-ish exit that I've always liked. Personally, I love that look.
It's not from this.
Yeah, you see good players that exit. Like I watched David Thompson at Million Balls because I worked for him, and I was enamored with the exit that he had. It just never looked like you get hit it offline. And I was always trying to do it with the hand pad.
Pulling the hands around you, right?
Now,
that's what everyone thinks.
If you grab the club like this and chip a foam ball like this and have your body motion support it, I hold it like this, because my tendency was to pull the arm. So I keep it across my body more. And it's this motion, the club lining up and swiveling and swinging past my hand. If I do that with good support from the body, it was the first time ever I saw on video, I'm like, that's it.
So you've allowed the weight of the club to start swinging. Right? And not like pull it off. It's much more of a swinging motion. Then you start to keep the body up with it. And then, like you said, that club exit's completely different because you're not disrupting its arc.
Which is why I am not a fan of people trying to get this, like, what is it, like an umbrella type?
Well, it's the low punch. Again, it's training the opposite of what happens. Just dangerous.
You know, you look at it like a McIlroy, like maybe the greatest driver of the ball, and super high long irons, which is very handy nowadays, right? If you want to win lots of money.
And drivers.
It's this, you can see it on gears, how much swivel he has and how that club swings back up the plane, and it's not this motion. It's just not.
And, you know, Rory likes to hit big high draws. He can hit fades. We have faders only. Guys who only play fades do the same thing.
Same thing.
It's not a draw or fade move. Not a hook or slice.
It's a natural releasing action. That's why when you put one hand on, the club gets heavy. It's hard to manipulate it. You just let it swing, the weight of it, with good supporting body movements, and whoosh. I would stand here, stand right there, and I'll show you. Like, this is the speed I would do this for hours. And I would put my other hand on, and then I would watch the video, and it would be the prettiest around the corner motion.
Let's do that one more time.
Yeah.
And I want you to hold that finish with then put the other hand on.
Yeah. I mean,
so you didn't move your body to put your hand on.
No.
Now, because we've seen so many golfers do that, make sure I'm in the right camera here. When you do this and exit, it's where the concept meets reality, doesn't jive.
The other thing I figured out by doing this drill, because I practiced for years hitting punch shots with my arms straight. It ruined my golf swing because
we've done that rib cracker drill to death.
It literally ruined my swing because I couldn't get my long irons up in the air and started blocking drivers. Yeah. That's what happens when you overdo that. So what I figured out was this is why this drill is so good for a lot of golfers, including me, is when I did it right, the left arm actually folds some to get the club where it needs to be. Then you just put your other hand on. You're not trying to keep your arms ramrod straight.
In the backswing, right?
The right arm folds.
The right arm folds and works around as it works up. In the downswing, it's like a left-handed backswing. The same thing happens. There's a lot of symmetry when you look at the movements of the swing.
You're so much better off learning to hit the ball with this motion, letting this club swing, than you are trying to cheat compression and shaft lean by hitting shots like this. Your long-term progression of the game is going to be so much better if you learn to have shaft lean as you're letting out the club, letting the club swing. It transfers so much better to real golf.
Can you do this too much?
Yes.
Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
I mean,
can you plane the club too much?
No.
Can you be too on plane?
No.
On both sides of the ball?
No.
Okay, so it's another one of those drills that you can do as much as you physically can stand to do.
Yeah, and I just did it with a foam ball. The other thing it helped me with is, I think I mentioned this earlier, but it forces you to pitch the club up the right way on the backswing because, again, it gets heavy and you can't even complete the drill.
Or the opposite, right? Or this kind of backswing, hands in, club out. Again, it just makes the club swing on an arc.
And when I get in trouble with my swing, becomes my pre-shot routine. I just let the club swing, extend the body, let this club swing around me. I might grab it here, just like I got to be feeling that halfway through. And I always thought, oh, if I do that, I'm going to overhook the ball. No, the club is swinging lines up square. When you do it, you don't have to put a lot of twisting action on the face.
So the takeaway here for this video, if you don't have a tour-like release and you want a tour-like release, do tour player things. Exactly what that drill is. Don't do non-tour player things. You'll start to develop. And again, you do 1,000 of those or 1,000 of these, I can tell you which one you're going to hit a better.
Yeah, go down to Orange County National. 100 guys or gals or golfers do this, and the other ones we teach you do this, and the ones that do this end up getting better at golf.
You're going to like your ball flight a whole lot better. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for being here. Watch the video. We've got a lot of videos on a lot of different subjects. I'm sure we've got one that can help you with your game. If you're not new and anything we've covered has helped you at some point, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out a bunch. Also, check down the first pinned comment in the link below in the first pinned comment We'll have more drills, more content for you, absolutely free.